Anyone who ignores Peter Obi's supporters will be making a costly mistake, Senator Ikeyina. It's true. Anybody with the kind of wave that Peter Obi is making, anybody that ignores him, saying he does not have structure, or he will not win election, or the contest will not involve him in the 2023 coming election, will be actually making a big mistake, because the wave is still ongoing. It's a movement now and not just a campaign. So ahead of the 2023 presidential election, the national leader of the Social Democratic Party, Senator Ebenezer Ikeyina, has talked about the sudden rise of the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the political space. Speaking during a recent interview, Senator Ikeyina called on other political parties not to ignore Peter Obi's supporters, who call themselves obedient, as doing so could prove costly in the 2023 election. Describing them as self-reliant, he stated that the only dream of these young Nigerians is to see a working government, as they believe that Nigeria can be great again with the right leadership. He said, these young people who go by the name obedience should not be ignored, and anyone who wants to do that is making a costly mistake. The obedience, as they are now known, are mostly self-reliant people whose only dream is to have a working government. They believe Nigeria has great and enormous potential and can work again. Speaking further, Senator Ikeyina revealed that despite not being a member of the Labour Party, Peter Obi is his preferred candidate. That is a good one. So Senator Ikeyina is trying to just caution people to take Peter Obi serious for once. Anybody thinking of ignoring Peter Obi's supporters or Peter Obi as a presidential candidate of the Labour Party would actually be making a big mistake, would be in a dreamland, because it will not be easy to push him aside during the upcoming 2023 presidential election. Actually, why he's gathering so much supporters, so much support from various people all over the country and even abroad, is because people are tired of the existing politicians. People are tired of the current system of government. People are tired of the condition of the country. And so they've seen some virtues inside Peter Obi, that if he becomes the president, he, with the system of government and cabinet he is going to institute, will make Nigeria great again, will revive Nigeria. He has the potential to, turn the ruler of Nigeria from the south back to the north. What I mean by south back to north is turning the ruler of the country from nosing down to going back up again and growing as a nation. That's what I mean by north and south. I don't mean the Hausas or Yorubas and the Southerners. So Senator Ikeyina is correct, because the kind of wave of campaign and support we are seeing for Peter Obi right now is not just a campaign, it is a movement. And it will be difficult to push these young people aside. And he has also submitted by saying, even though he is not a member of the Labour Party, Peter Obi remains his preferred candidate. It means that this man has put party sentiments aside and has come up with the best idea, which I think every Nigerian should have. It's not about the political party, it's about the person. So if the person has the credentials and has the potentials and the capabilities that we are looking for in someone that we want to lead the country, if we have seen those in Peter Obi, then we should all support him and vote right in upcoming election. But if you think he's not, then so be it for you. You choose your best candidate. But it is clear and glaring that Peter Obi is most preferred right now because of the number of people supporting him. Even the other people in other political parties like PDP and APC, they are just um, trying to gather courage and confidence and continuing, people are basically going to just collect their money and obviously will not thumbprint for them, will not vote for them. A lot of people are following them just to collect their money. But when it comes to the real voting action, the electorate definitely knows who to vote. So this man is very correct. And I think we should stop looking at political parties, party agendas, or party sentiments, and look at the person that we want to bring to power. Is the person having life? Does it have the potentials, the credentials that we need? That is the person that we should vote. I know some people are already saying that the upcoming election is between Bola Ahmed Tinubu of APC and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar of PDP, ignoring the fact that Peter Obi is also a strong contestant. That is just to give themselves some kind of false confidence that Peter Obi is a walkover. Peter Obi is not a walkover and will never be a walkover. And during the election, the truth will be revealed that Peter Obi is not a walkover and will never be a walkover, because greater number of the people who have in this country who are already tired of the current state of the country are going to work for Peter Obi selflessly. They are going to campaign for him. They are going to use their resources for him. And during the election, they are going to monitor the votes for him from all the polling units. They will monitor the votes completely to avoid vote fraud. So ignoring him and his supporters will just be a mistake. But at the same time, not ignoring him does not mean we should look for a way to silence him or to make him drop out or to delete him, to make sure that he's not a threat anymore. That shouldn't be the reason for regarding him or for following him up. We should campaign with the issues and on the issues we need to resolve in this country, and not talking about people so much. You understand? So this is a very good idea from this man, and I love his own initiative. And someone is saying, whoever that is in his right thinking knows that Peter Obi is the only solution Nigeria has at now. It is only those who are tribalistic, selfish, and agents of darkness will oppose him. Yeah, so it is clear among the three candidates who has a lesser baggage to drop in terms of who has cockroaches in their cupboards to be cleaned out. I think Peter Obi has little or nothing in his cupboard to be cleaned out, and he appears to be more credible between the three major contestants, that is between Labour Party, APC, and the PDP. And so, like I said earlier, anybody that is in his right sense should know by their credentials who to vote for. Peter Obi is actually outstanding with his credentials. So God is only solution. Use your sense. All right. So someone is saying God is the only solution. We should use our sense. What does that mean? Are we saying that even when God has given us the ability to judge and the ability to use our senses normally, are we going to wait for God to come and choose for us when we are seeing the people that we have to make decisions on? God has given us certain level of authority to apply wisdom. And what is wisdom? It's the ability to judge correctly and take the best course of action. That is the dictionary meaning of wisdom. So God has given us that grace to apply wisdom and to judge correctly, make our decisions right, and then take the best course of action. And this is where we are now, because we are used to people saying we leave everything for God. Even what we are supposed to do as individuals, we leave everything for God, when God has actually given us power to dominate the earth and rule it. So, and that is why somebody is responding to here. So hope you elect God on the day of election. Yes. So if you say only God, yes, we cannot put God aside in everything we do, but God has given us power to make decisions. So let's not throw back our responsibilities back to God, because it doesn't work that way. God expects us to do something. Obi became my preferred candidate. Before now, it was Atiku. So I don't like Buhari, Hunger, APC, Tinubu, or whatever. So someone is saying that, but then, yeah. So before now, it's been Atiku actually comparing the people that were coming up, but with Obi miraculously gaining ground, the tide has changed and changed sporadically, changed spontaneously towards him. So Peter Obi is now the key focus, and that is the real thing. So, so that's how I see it. Let's go by that man's idea, irrespective of the political party you belong. Let's look at the credentials of the person that we have to vote for and vote rightly. Thank you very much for listening, and put your comment below for sharing as well. This is just my humble view. Thank you.